Merry Christmas, everyone, and welcome to my very humble, simple, probably boring Christmas haul. I keep messing up my words. This is about my 5th take, so it's going great so far. I'm just trying to be chill and cool. Do you like my Christmas hat? And also I'm wearing a red shirt to match the Christmas vibe. I like Christmas, I really do. It's hardworking in retail because Christmas is kind of ruined. Genuinely. So that kind of sucks. But like, I like Christmas besides the presents. I like the whole vibe of Christmas, like the Christmas lights, decorating gingerbread houses, decorating your house, all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to show you some of my presents. Well, it's like almost all of my presents, I think, and some of them are like Dylan and I's combined presents. Disclaimer, I do not think that this is the best Christmas haul. There are probably better ones out there. This is not to be showy offy. This is just like, oh, look at what I got, because I just like showing people what I've got. Not because I'm trying to show off, just because, I don't know, just show and tell, I guess. Just let me talk about my things. And I understand that I am very fortunate as well. So there are people more fortunate than me, and I'm more fortunate than other people. Whatever, yada, 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 all good. So I have very limited people to do like Christmas with. Dylan and I do Christmas together with his parents, and so this is kind of just that, and his nan as well. But I don't like do Christmas with my side of the family. That's why like I don't have heaps and heaps, but I still have quite a bit because Dylan and I don't know, we just bought each other lots of presents, I think, sort of. Okay, doesn't matter, I'm fucking up my words again. Alright, so I'm gonna start with this thing that's in front of me right now. And I also picked out most of my Christmas presents. Some of them, most of them, some of them, half of them. So I got this YSL, I think it's pronounced Lieb. It's the one that's felt like Libra, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Lieb. But this is Flowers and Flames. So I have quite a few different perfumes. Actually, I have a collection of perfumes now that I think about it. I have quite a few. I have Chanel Chance in Tender, and then I have Chanel No. 5, but like the Lou one, which is really special. I don't think I have it on me, but it's like this egg sort of version, which is really cool, limited edition. And then I have Jean Paul Gaultier Divine, like the gold one with pointy boobs, and Prada Paradox, and anyway, it doesn't matter. But I bought this one. I tried YSL Lieb, and even though it's really like popular and I don't want to say basic, but it's very popular, I really, really, really liked it, and I kind of wanted to get something because I wear Chanel the most, like my Chanel Chance one, but it's not strong enough and it disappears really quickly. And like this is kind of like yummy. It's got like a caramelly undertone. I don't know anything about perfume notes or something or anything like that, so sorry about that. But anyway, I just tried this like when we went to the perfume place. I smelled Lieb and I was like, oh yum. And then I smelled this and it was like Lieb and Paradox if they had a baby. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna get this. So anyway, this is the smallest one because I wasn't too sure if I'd love it, but it's a really good size anyways because I take it away with me in my handbag. Okay, next. I got these beauty sponges, which is quite a bit of them. Actually kind of impulse bought these without really thinking. They were really cheap and I was like, well, I need them, so I'm just gonna get them. I know it's like I bought them for myself, but like I just wrapped them and told them that Dylan gave them to me for Christmas. I don't really know why. Anyway, I like, it was a present, but I didn't like, I don't know. Oh my god, I'm so weird. Okay. What else? I also got this phone case, which is on my phone, but I kept the box. I have not had a phone case since I got my phone, I have the iPhone 16 Pro, and I can't remember when I got it. But anyway, I didn't have a phone case and I didn't have a screen protector, and everyone was like, oh my god, how? And to be honest, it's just because I think when I first got my phone, I wanted like a cool case, like one of the expensive ones. What are they called? Casetify, I think. I wanted like a custom case, and then also I couldn't be bothered getting a case, and I just forgot about it. And then whenever the iPhone 16 came out is when I got it, so however long ago that was. Anyway, I just didn't get a case. I don't know why. And then I like dropped it a few times and it was fine. Like there's only one sort of half hair crack on my actual screen. And then I dropped it another time, I think, and I got like, for some reason, a crack on my camera. But then the other day, literally like a week before Christmas, when I was gonna get a phone case anyways, I dropped it. I don't know why. I think like just butterfingers, and I just went whoop, and I literally just threw it for some reason. I didn't just like drop it. I like absolutely fucking threw it, and I saw it turn in midair, and I saw it land on the fucking like flat on the ground. And I was like, oh my god. And yeah, so the back of it is all shattered, and it had like glass protruding out of it, and I was like, oh my god, I need to get a case ASAP. So I've just been waiting for Christmas so I can open it to get the case. So anyway, got a phone case, just a clear one, and then I should just go through. I don't know where to start. Okay, I also got this, which is a murder mystery case files game. I love this shit so much. I love this shit so much. I love this shit so much. I love this so much. I'm not like a true crime fan. Like I used to watch like Criminal Minds and I don't know, all that sort of stuff when I was younger, because I liked like mysteries and solving things and puzzles and whatever. Just had to keep my brain going at all points in time. But it just got too gruesome, and then I was like, I don't really want to hear about crime all the time. Like I think it was just one day, I don't know, I remember literally what house I was in, and I was like, I must have been 11 years old. And I just thought, like, this is so fucking depressing. And I used to read magazines that were also really, like Take 5 and That's Life, which are, like, Australian, like, female magazines. But, like, they're, like, for the older ladies, and my nana always had them, and that's why I read them. And it was like, my husband killed all 5 of our kids and then ate them in the freezer. And it's like, Anyway, so I started, like, I used to be really fascinated with that stuff, and then I was like, oh, fuck, I just can't do this. But I don't like murder mystery. I don't mind them in books as long as it's not too like heavy and depressing. But this is cool because it's a game where you figure out like mystery stuff. Oh my god, I'm not making any sense. I'm sorry, my brain's kind of all over the place. I shouldn't open it up, but I'm going to. Actually, no, you can just see on the back. So you get like case files. If you don't know what this is, it's called a murder mystery case files, and there's different brands that do this. So this is Murder Mystery Party, and I've done every single one of their other ones apart from there's like, I think it's a kids one maybe, and I haven't done that one because why would I do that? Apart from this one, I've not done this one, and there's a couple of other brands or companies that do them, and I've done all of theirs almost. And then there's like a digital one that's like super good. I was afraid to do a digital one, but once I moved to the digital one, I was like, wow, this is like sick. Like this is like an intranet, and that's really cool. I just like it. Sometimes I just like having like, I don't know, a cup of coffee or just a drink and putting on like some music in the background and kind of doing this for myself. I just like stuff like this. So, oh my god, hang on, Dylan's calling me. I will be back. It is actually insane. Dylan, because I make videos when he's not here, because I just, when he's here, I'm spending time with him, and I don't, when he's at home, I get bored, and that's when I just want to make my own videos, so that's just what happens. Literally every single time I go to make a video, he always finishes early, or like something like that, and it's like, dude, like, obviously I'm excited for him to come home, but just the timing, like, what is going on? I forgot what I was saying about these, obviously, but, they're just really good, and I fucking love these, so I'm very happy to have this. Next, let's just keep with like the game theme. So these games that I'm about to show, oh, actually, this is someone bought me this. as well. I collect Monopolies. This is, I really don't mean to sound ungrateful. This is not an official Monopoly. It is like a different Monopoly, but it's still a Monopoly. So it's not, I don't know whether to count it as like part of my collection or not, but it's a Monopoly. The thought that counts. I appreciate it. It's good. I don't know if I'll ever play it. It's completely different, like on the back. Like it's not like actually Monopoly. So I don't know how it works. But you know, that's cool. It's still like another like Monopoly. And then we got Mastermind, which is awesome because I fucking love this game. Solving puzzles, obviously. Dylan and I played a few rounds yesterday. I don't like setting up the colours because, I mean, I prefer guessing, but also it's really stressful when I set up the colours because I'm worried that I'm going to get like the red and the white pins wrong, like when you tell them they've guessed correctly or whatever. I'm really worried. I don't know why. I think sometimes I just make dumb mistakes and then like I just hate myself because of it. So, anyway. So just give myself like anxiety for no reason. And then we also got this Jenga. For context, Dylan and I have like, we bought a few games. I forgot why, like what it was, but a couple of months ago we bought some games and like we had like family game night sort of thing where we played with his parents, which is like pretty cool. So that's kind of what his parents bought us, was like games. And then I think the last game we got was Don't Fall For It. And it's a potato head game, or a big potato. What's the brand? Come on, where are you at? Big potato game. It's a trivia game. I love trivia games, but people don't like playing trivia games against me because people just don't like playing games with me, to be honest. Like, I love it. I love games. I love board games and just solving, like, I get really competitive and it's hard. I get it. Like, I'm not intense, but it's just, you know, you wouldn't want to play something that you're not very good at. But this is actually really cool. So I've never seen this game before, but basically you like put sticks in a tower and then you have like a question card. Like, it doesn't look like this, it looks like something else. And then like there's like 5 right answers and 6 wrong ones. And basically, like, let's say, yeah, the category back here is like cheese. So then you pick the ones, so like Manchengo's a cheese, Burrato's a cheese, Jarlsberg, that's a cheese. So when you pull off what you think is the right answer, so you take it in turns. So then I pull off, let's just say I pulled off like odd socks, and then that's not a cheese, so it'd come up with like an X. And then, I don't think I'm explaining this very well, but it comes up with like an X on the card because like you pull off a pin to see if it's right or not. And then when you pull it off and it's an X, it has like a color, so it'll have like yellow, purple, or green. And then that means you have to pull off a stick from, like, pull out a stick from here. So there's blocks and they are in this big tower. And then the aim of the game is to not get these blocks that fall out, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. So there's 21 blocks in total. And if you or your team get 11 blocks, then you lose. So basically, like, when you pull out one of these, obviously some blocks fall, but it's like a tower, like you don't know where they are. So it's really cool. I actually really, really love this game, but they're hard. Like, some of the questions, it was like, genuinely, you wouldn't even know. And of course, there's always like American questions in there, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, one of them was like it was just, the category was Minnesota snowplows. And we're just like, what the fuck? So we just skipped that one. But yeah, we played heaps yesterday and everyone loved the game. It was actually a really cool game. It's better than something like Trivial Pursuit. So that's cool. And then I think those are all the games. We also got, well, Dylan got for Christmas a table tennis set, but that's kind of for all of us because we play table tennis every Christmas. And then, what else? Some badminton. Like shuttlecocks, but he got like feather ones, but those were his presents. And then I got, I feel like I don't have many. It felt like heaps. No, this is still heaps. It just feels like I'm missing something. I got a Harry Potter notebook. So this is now basically a like the rest of the stuff is books and Dimmick stuff. So it's probably boring for some people, but obviously I love Harry Potter. Everyone knows. This is really cool. really frustrating because it seems like they have a lot of Slytherin themed things in Dimmicks, like, but they didn't have Ravenclaw themed ones, which is like crazy because like Ravenclaw, you'd think, you know, books and wisdom and learning, and you'd think that that would be in the Dimmicks, but apparently not. So that was really weird. So this is the closest I could get. But yeah, look at, I fucking love how old fashioned. Oh, my camera quality is just crap ever since I've bloody killed it. I just love this like design so much. I have no shortage of notebooks, but I like a small notebook, you know? I don't mind a small notebook. So anyway, Harry Potter notebook, cool. Got that. And then we'll go through the books. So, I got this one, which is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Never read Lisa Jewell before. Don't know if I ever will again. I'm really sorry. I'm not going to do a review on it, but like, I read this last night and this morning in just under 5 hours in total, I think. So anyway, I got this because I thought it would be a good book. And then this one, I think, is like, I don't know if it's winning awards or bloody tags on the back. Or like, I don't know, I've just had like heaps of people recommend this one, or I've seen heaps of people recommend this one. So I haven't read this one yet. Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte. Anyway. What else? So I have 2 books, and I swear I've like read this. I must have read a different version of it, because this is like this is something I would have read when I was like 16, 17, 18. But apparently, like, I swear I remember when this came out. I don't think I've read it, because anyway, the synopsis doesn't sound familiar, but it's One of Us Is Lying. Which everyone knows. I think they've made it a book or something like that. A book. Made it a show, or I'm not even sure if they have. And then this is a sequel to it. Oh, so I haven't read anything about it. I didn't want to read it because I was like, oh, obviously I don't know what's happened in this book yet. But this, I don't know. I don't know why I got these books, but I just thought, yeah, they'd be good. And then, I don't know if I explained it. Dylan and I like kind of chose our own presents. I think maybe I did, but like, that's when I say I don't know why I got it. Like, some of the, obviously the games and everything, that's all a surprise. Some things are surprises, but the books I chose, obviously, because I know what book that books I wanted. So another freaking price thing on it. There's this one, which I saw last time I went in there, and I think it's a bit interesting. I didn't really fully look at it, but it's like turn to page whatever. It's like one of those choose your adventure books, but it's can you solve the murder. Me and my puzzles. I don't know if you're noticing a theme here. Never done anything like that before, so give it a try. And then I bought these because I don't want to be one of those people that reads the same books as everyone else, because I've never been like that before. Like, I used to just go into a library, pick whatever book I think was best, and that was it. But now it's like people rave about things, and sometimes you just feel like you have to. And, you know, I didn't read Harry Potter for ages, and then I did, and then I was like, wow, this is actually like really cool. So I've caved. I've actually caved. I'm going to try reading the Fourth Wing trilogy. For book people, they know what this is. They've seen this before. For non-book people, you probably still know what this is. You've probably still seen it before. But I got the first 2 books. The reason being, I don't know, maybe I'm just a bit weird, but I went in, like, obviously this is at Dimmicks, and they have, the 3rd book came out, and it's called Onyx Storm. So I was looking for these books for literally ages. I couldn't find them. I was like, where the fuck are these books? And then, by the end of the visit, I ended up seeing them in 3 different spots, and there were 3 different types of books. So you've got your hardcover books, or your hardback books, whatever. You've got your paper books, paperback books, whatever. So it's just, all it just means is you've got a hardcover versus a soft cover. I've never really cared. Hardcover did feel, especially when I was like younger and whatever, it felt more luxurious. You know, it felt really cool. But at the end of the day, it's a fucking book, isn't it? Like, it's still the same insides. And that's what I told Dylan. So I went to go pick up all 3 books, and I was like, fuck, they're like more expensive than I thought, because they were the hardback books. So then we ended up finding the paperback books because like I was trying to work under my Christmas budget, you know? So I didn't want to like blow them all on like books. Like I wanted to get more books, not just like spend them all on one series that I wasn't even sure I was going to like. So then we ended up going to a different section in Dimmicks, and then I saw smaller hardback books, and I was like, these are cheaper. Because like the bigger hardback books that we found in the section were like nearly $40 each. And I was like, there's no fucking way. For books, you're kidding. And then we saw the small hard ones, and then they were like 35 each or something, or 30 something each. And I was like, oh. And then right next to them were small. I say small because compare it to something like that. This is a bigger book. So it's smaller and compact, but it's still, this is a good size. This is a book, in my opinion. This is the size that a book should be. This is a good book size. I'm not a massive fan of books like this, which are tall. What are you gonna do with this? Hide your face behind it. I don't know. I'm just... I mean, a book's a book. I don't really care at the end of the day. But if I had a preference, it would be this. And guess what? These were cheaper. These were, I think, $25 each. But here's the kicker. They didn't have the third newest book in the series. They didn't have this in these fucking books. They just had them in the hardback books. And then I was like, well, I can't get that third book. Like, I can't just get, like, these two books like this and then a third, like, hardback book. Normally it doesn't matter, but, like, I don't know. It was just the principle of it. I was like, I'm not spending more money on the same book when it's the same book. You know? Like, we're talking, like, $15 difference. It's a book. Like, and I'm used to getting my books, like, secondhand. Like, given to me or, like, from a freaking op shop or something. For, like, $1. I don't think you should spend that much money on books. Like, anyway, that's just my rant. But, so yeah, I got these two, and I will get the third one when the third one comes out in this sort of design. And it better, because, like, if not, I'll probably just read it on my Kindle. I don't really care. And then, obviously, well, those are all my, like, physical presents. One of them's late. Dylan bought me, like, this, like, I don't know how you'd explain it, like, some people call them stable tables. They're just, like little tables that you put on your lap when you're on, like, a couch or something, because we have a couch in, like, our games room, and I sit on that, and we've got no coffee table or anything, so whenever I have a drink, I'm, like, giving it to him to put on his desk, and then, like, he has to pass it back and forth to me, which is quite annoying. So anyway, he got me one of them, which is cool, but that's still in the post because it's coming from America. And then we also got money. I think it's quite rude to say how much money we got, but we got a bit of money, so that's pretty cool. And that's going to go straight into our house account. And speaking of house account, I only have a little bit of time left before Dylan gets home, and he wants me to look at his new, like, lock sound or something on his car. I don't know. Anyway, let me put these books back. But I found these, and I was like, you know what? Even though it's not really anything Christmas related, I still wanted to show you anyways. And I want to do, like, oh, jeez, now I just want to make, like, 100 videos talking about so many different things. There's just never enough things, never enough time to talk about all my things. Alright. I got this big, like, little tub here, and I'm trying to put all my presents in there. Cute. I thought it'd be cool if I showed you the house plants. What do you think? I feel like this should be a separate video, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do a little sneaky peek in this video, and then I'll, like, maybe go in depth in another one, because I got to start talking about house stuff again. So, which one to show you first? So I have 4 different printout plans that we got from our building company, and they actually all had our freaking details on it. So I've had to fold them and put them behind. Smart thinking at the time. Oh, actually, hang on, there's another detail on it I gotta fold. There's no way you're finding out where I'm living, thank you. I'm barely telling people I know. Just make sure that there's no freaking details on these ones. I don't think so. Okay. Firstly, I'm going to show you the... I don't know. Do I show you? So I've got the elevations. I have front elevation and then right and left and rear elevations, which is just like you'll see in a second. And then I've got a detailed floor plan, and then I have a site plan, which is our land with the house on it. I think I might show you the front elevation. We'll do the elevations and then we'll go more detail. So these were really exciting for us to see because on our floor plan, or when we were doing the house, we didn't... Oh, I feel like this should be a separate house video. Oh, doesn't matter. When you go on the website, it like the facade or the frontage wasn't accurate to the layout, and we couldn't see like a mock design of our facade or like our frontage, if that makes sense. I don't know. And maybe I'm just dumb, but I didn't really realize what facades and all that were. So then when someone was like, oh, your facade and your elevations, I was like, fuck knows what that means. And I just felt so confused. But, so we didn't know what it was going to look like until we got the elevations done after we finalized our floor plan and stuff. So this is our front elevation. I have to show you. So, oh, it's so big. And I need to actually like be in front so I can show you. What do I say? So we have multi-transom windows, double garage, and then this roof pitch is actually higher. So like the pitch is like, I'm explaining this to people that don't know anything, right? I know that I'm probably over explaining things to people that do know things, but I didn't know this shit. So I think Ruby's doing something. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, oh my god, everyone stop interrupting me. Ruby was being a menace, not listening to me. So she's gone into timeout. Alright, I'll show you. So the roof pitch is basically like how, like the angle that the roof is like raised up on. And then, what else have we got? We have this thing, which is called a portico. Well, they're actually like piers. But like, I remember when we were doing the house stuff, talking about what we wanted and what we didn't want. Like the planner, the building consultant, the design consultant, she's like, do you want a portico? And I'm like, what the fuck is a like, what is going on, dude? Just, I don't know, man. Like, I'm used to a porch or something like portico and bring out the portico. And she's raving on about porticos, so whatever. Anyway, so we, like, these get affected by how far out our portico goes. So we have these, which are just brick piers that we're going to get. Dylan and I got to put stone on them. And then, yeah, so that's what the front of the house is going to look like. That's actually getting extended. This is not an updated elevation. That window's getting a bit wider. And that is our walk-in wardrobe window, which wasn't originally on there, but I put on there because I wanted light. Like, I was like, I want a window where I get dressed. Like, I want natural light. So yeah, there's that. And then the rear elevation is quite boring. You won't really see much. But I saw how high up the windows were and I like freaked the fuck out. But like, I don't know, man, because like I just like 4 windows. I just windows. Left and right elevation are pretty boring as well. Yeah, not really much to say about them. The exciting part that everyone wants to know is the floor plan, obviously. So this is our, just make sure I covered it all. Yeah, this is our site plan, which is our land that we've already bought with the house layout on it. So you can see already little bits and details of the plan. You know what, I just realized I should be like rotating the camera and like doing these ones, but it doesn't matter, I can't. So our block is 20.6 meters by 50.54, so it's just over 1,000 square meters. It's 1,041 square meters, and we wanted to get a big house. We didn't want a small house, we wanted a big house. Enough said. So oh sorry, on the site plan on this side, we're going to have rear access. So we have 3 meters here because we will need big machinery to get back here to do stuff, and we just want rear access. So we'll put a shed back here eventually as well, but that's not on the building plan, obviously. And which means that these eaves over here, so the how much the roof hangs out on the side, is actually just going to be like a boundary build, which means they just like cut off. There's no like ones on the side. So that'll be cool. And then we just have 1.6 meters on the other side. And then the frontage is like relatively good, I think. Little bit of a front yard, which is not too bad. We'll put the driveway here, obviously, and then that's the portico. Like, we extended it a little bit. Like, she wanted us to wrap... I'll show you this detailed... Oh my god, I really don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to get you... Do you want to snuggle up a bit closer? Hang on. Okay. So, you're coming even closer, actually. Don't mind me. So this is the portico, and I don't think we had one to begin with, but then she wanted us to have like a portico that extended all the way out here, which meant we would have 3 brick piers. And I was, oh geez, I was like, what's the point? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I was like, oh, this is really up close. Hello. But yeah, I was like, there's kind of no point in doing that. So I was like, well, we'll have an extended one like to here, I guess, and then I can put little bench or some plants there or whatever. So this is the biggest build that Fairmont do, because we're building with Fairmont. It is the Oxford build with some custom designs, and I can't remember exactly what, and I'd go into detail about that later in a different video where I start talking about the house stuff. But we have 4 bedrooms and then family room. That lounge is actually going to be, like, some people use it as a theatre room. We're going to do it as a games room, because Dylan and I we play games, so we're going to have like, you know, PCs, and not that I have one, but I'll get one again. PCs and couch and all that stuff. And then we have the bedrooms up here. Oh, I've got to speed run it. Al fresco. What else? Study is actually going to be my genuine study / library. Ooh, that's really cool. I'll talk about that in another one. And our bedroom we changed up, but I don't have much time to talk about it. But yeah, it's a big house, and a little teaser for my next video where I talk about the rest of the stuff. So anyway, I gotta go. Merry Christmas. I hope everyone's had good holidays. I'm very grateful for the 2 days I had off of work. I go back tomorrow morning at 4 AM, so really cool. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.